Treylon Burks is one of the best wide receivers in college football. He's straight nasty at 230 pounds. He can straight blow by defensive backs and make them just look slow. And when it comes to the NFL draft, he's projected to be out in the 2022 NFL draft this year, this coming draft. And I expect him to be one of the top wide receivers drafted. There's a chance that he becomes a first-round pick. And he showed that today against Texas A&M with a few big plays, and we're going to go over them right now. The first play we're going to go over is the big touchdown catch, the long catch and run. He's at the bottom of your screen here, and he's got a DB right in front of his face, straight up on him. But we're going to go ahead and run this guy. So, off the line of scrimmage here, he's at the bottom of your screen, and he's got a little foot fire, puts the hand out, fighting a little press. Man, fighting a 230-pound wide receiver off press is not a fun task, especially when they got some wheels. And here we go. We lose him, but we'll get that back with another highlight. But here we go. Look at the social distancing he has on the DB. We got a good 3-4 feet, yard, 2 yards, whatever. I'm not a math guy. Ball's in the air. He's tracking it right here and catches it out in front of him. Good ball, because that allows him to be able to stay in stride, run, regain his speed, and get the touchdown. Really, what to take note on, just from this clip, from what we can't see everything, is him being able to get off press. He better be able to get off press when he's that size. And look at his hands. One quick jab with the hands, and he's going. He wants to get up there, and he does not want to mess around with press. He's not going to let himself get rerouted either. One arm, and that's all he needs to do to swat off that DB. And he's coming off with some explosiveness. We got a little foot fire there with him trying to be in the DB's head of, where am I going to go? Right or left, right or left. Chooses outside. And eventually gets the separation. We should see that on the next clip. But again, great catch. Great concentration here. Reaching out, letting it get into his basket, his hands, and be able to maintain his balance, because he had to stretch out a little bit, and then regain speed for the score. Here's the same play, different angles, so we're going to be able to see a little bit more of what's going on. I imagine this was shot off someone's TV. I snagged this off social media. I think I can see the edge of the TV here on my side of the screen here. But he's right here at the bottom. He's circled off. Let's see the press when he gets off the line of scrimmage. Bam. So there's the foot fire. Just puts one arm out, a little stiff arm. That's all it took. And he's just working, just getting out there. He's been using explosiveness, his size to beat the defender here. And all he needs is one stiff arm. The DB is just struggling. He's just struggling off that press. He presses, but he's like, I might as well just run with you and try to keep up. And the thing about Burks is he's got speed. He's got speed for a 230-pounder. He's hard to keep up with. It's almost like, why hang on him? Just match him stride for stride, because you're not going to win physically with them, especially being physical and trying to run downfield. It just doesn't make sense. Eventually, he's going to pull away, which he does here. They're still hand fighting. I think they're kind of hand fighting a little bit all the way down here. He's trying to hand fight as much as possible. Eventually, Burks just pulls away. He's got the target. The ball's in the air. Sees it. Look at the catch here. Good concentration. Makes a little basket to make the catch with his hands. Wobbly a little bit on the stride. Regains balance, obviously, and gets the score. Just getting off this press was just not. You're not going to beat him on press. You're just not. How many DBs are going to be able to? He's too big and too fast, too explosive, too athletic. It's a hard wide receiver to cover, because he can just do things that most wide receivers can't do. Here's the next play that I'm going to go over. This is another highlight that you probably saw on social media. This is where he made the one-hand catch. It was nasty. It was nice. But he's up on top of your screen in the slots here. And we're going to go ahead and run the play. So really, what's he doing is just running down the field, trying to find a hole in the zone. Defense is in zone right now. And he finds the hole in the zone, earns the target. Ball's a little off, but he's able to rise up. This is where the magic happens. He rises up with just one hand there. Look how extended out he is. That's a tough move. It's a tough move to convert. Brings it down slightly like a baby. Clasps it with his other hand. Making sure that baby does not fall on the ground. And then rolls with it. Stop, drop, and roll because you're on fire, son. And really, there's not much here on the route itself. He's just coming straight in, angling off on like a little dig. Finds the hole in the zone. That's his main concentration here. Just find that hole. You know they're in zone because no one's like right over top of you. Going step with step. Linebackers are shading out. So when you see that, you know there's zone. There's probably like an umbrella of DBs out here. And they're probably going with the defenders who cross their face. So really, he's just trying to find that hole, which is past these linebackers. And there it is. Good awareness. Incredible hands. Good concentration. A good play by Burks. This is the same play, the after clip or the replay of his route here. Really, we're seeing him just run through the zone. And we're just going to get a close up of the catch here. Ball hits his hands right there. Just hits it. Just cradles it with that hand. It's not like it sticks in there, but he cradles it and then clamps it down with his other hand. It kind of falls out a little bit. And the other hand swoops in there to make sure it doesn't fall out. Makes the catch. You see him there. And we're just going to roll with it to make sure he secures it. But beautiful play. Beautiful catch. It's right there. Pretty much tips it. Lets it jostle down a bit. Clamps it down with both hands. And he makes the conversion on that tough grab. Treylon Burks is just one of my favorite wide receivers in all college football. I'm excited to see what he's going to do for the rest of the season. He's a big dude who can get downfield fast, make plays, good size, adjusted speed. We don't see that much from wide receivers in this day and era. So getting a big guy that can get downfield is going to be interesting to see how the NFL reacts to him, how they evaluate his talents. I look for him to be one of the top wide receivers drafted in the 2022 NFL draft. But I want to thank you for watching the show, sticking with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Every subscription matters. It fuels me to keep putting out this content, grinding the tape, helping you guys out with your fantasy teams and everything else. Again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.